Keeping track of decisions is important to agencies for many reasons. Decision Tracker is a multidimensional tool that not only tracks the decisions made, but compiles and stores the supporting documentation and outputs generated throughout the process, providing a single location for real-time processing as well as record keeping. It's a platform that allows multiple programs to independently use the same functionality tailored to their own specialized configuration of workflow activities, item types, document or attachment types, and reasons for actions made in the application. The application helps to move items through the decision-making process electronically and efficiently, logging the movement, notifying users of action required, holding documents, and tracking the status through completion. It then provides historical record retention and review capabilities once completed. Decision Tracker access is controlled by e-authentication, and users are managed by the User Management System. This is the home screen of the Decision Tracker application. From here, you have multiple options. You can create a new item, search for existing items, run reports, or quickly see what you have to do in the application, or what's available for you or others to do. Everything in Decision Tracker revolves around items, which are like a package that contains all the relevant data. To give you an idea of the powerful information contained, let's look at one of the items that's gone through an entire workflow. Once the item opens, you can see important information on the first tab. Related items would be those items that may be linked to this one. Attachments are where all of the documents are that pertain to this item. You're able to see previous versions and open each one of these. As you can see, there's multiple file types. Excel, PDF, Word documents, and images are all allowed. Clicking on the Item Workflow tab shows you the entire life cycle of this item, from initial entry through completion. You can see the user, which would normally be a variety of names. For demonstration purposes, it's all one person. You can also see the entry and exit date for that action. And then if a comment was provided by the user, it shows here. The Actions tab shows you a detailed actions log. So it's not only the workflow, it's everything that's happened to this item from beginning to end. You can see where attachments were added. You can see where things were moved. You can see where items were main activities and sub-activities. Subflow indicates a child loop or a sub-activity, and you can see where the item was completed. Now let's take a look at an item that's in process so we can see the different options. Looking at this item that's currently in process, you can see many options at the bottom. Some of the options are limited to different roles in the system, such as reassigning authors, reverting the last move, and deleting items. So if we were ready to move this item forward toward the end of the workflow, we could click on the Move Forward button. The activities shown in this list are dependent upon how the program has chosen to configure their system. Right now there's only two options showing because of the item type and the current activity that I'm in. I can select one of them and select a user and enter comments, and then I could click on the Move Forward button. Initiating a child workflow is how you would kick off a sub-activity. One of the more unique features in Decision Tracker is the ability to send items to a parking lot. We've all had times where an idea is good, but it's not enough to warrant a full action at that time, and we want it to wait until we have other good ideas to go with it. This is where the parking lot comes into play. Users can create a new item in the parking lot if they know for sure that it's not a big enough item to warrant a full action yet. Or they can create a normal item and it can go through approval processes and be sent to the parking lot by management. When you create a new item in the parking lot, it looks much the same. When the item is created, a visual indicator is added to the top. As you can see, there are not options to move forward or initiate child workflow for parking lot items. You can add related items or add attachments and see a workflow. When you have enough parking lot items that you want to move forward, you can go look at the list of all the parking lot items and choose the one or two that you would like to move forward with. At the top, there's a visual indicator telling you that you are creating the item from parking lot items. Now you've created an item with the full workflow options. When you go to Related Items, this is where you see the parking lot. Sometimes there are items in Decision Tracker that require periodic review. This determination is made by the business admin when the configuration for the program is originally set up. Periodic review schedules are set based on the item type. For CVB, we've set a periodic review for veterinary service memoranda for 3 years, which means that a notification email will be sent to the author and the policy manager for that item, and then they will show in the Items Needing Periodic Review tab. When you click on an item that needs periodic review, the item will open with the button Periodic Review Item. Once the review is completed, that action will not have to be done again for another 3 years, at which point the process will start over. The archive item is used for record retention and tags that item that it has completed its life cycle and is ready to be sent to the Federal Record Center. This is a specific circumstance for the type of documents that CVB has put into Decision Tracker.